names like Royals, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Razorbacks will put total weather to crank us up. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. On the run, it's Daniels. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You could tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. Past the 45. On the move is the 30. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Snags it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the big fella. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
And I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping stopping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Got him up for the first down. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback adapted. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Arkansas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off play action on first down. Extending the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Coleman Hope. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the feet.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. On the ground, it's Griffin. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting runs. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. Got room at the 35. Flying down the right side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the option. Shakes off the defender. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Bulldog offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run the screen. Across the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Gets it out fast.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Immediately fires to the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Here's a timeout on the field. Time gain here late in the first half. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Griffin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the back. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab, it's Allen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Jackson will throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Here's the handoff. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as his offense continues its work.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Caught in the backfield. It's Evans. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Sampson. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
They'll go to the counter play. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 30 or trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Right back to it. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Evans. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Griffin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're gonna take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their crew.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Gonna look downfield again. Caught behind the line. It's Griffin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Jackson will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Gets rid of it. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Here's the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Jackson will throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.